Welcome, traveler. Masterworking your gear takes tons of materials, especially Forgotten Souls and Obducite, but you might also run out of veiled crystals as you're trying to triple masterwork core skills. Where do you get now most Forgotten Souls in Season 9 and also most Obducite, since things recently got buffed? We also get to find out if that Lair Boss Key Strong Room bug is still working. Let's first look at Legion events. They happen every 25 minutes and randomly spawn over the world. You can do them really fast. It takes like 3 minutes to actually finish it. And at the end, due to recent patches, you can get 200 to 250 Forgotten Souls in Torment 4, plus boss materials, loot in general, ancestral items and all that stuff, and veiled crystals. They kind of give you everything. This means in 1 hour, you could do 2 events for 500 Forgotten Souls. Sounds incredible. The timer on the left side appears if 10 minutes to Legion event are left. And if you're unsure when the next one is going to happen, helltides.com here on Helltide shows you the upcoming Legion events. And it begins counting at 25 minutes, so you never miss one again. If you're now looking for a more continuous grind, you can go for your dungeon keys and open a Horadric material reserve. The advantage of doing a nightmare dungeon is you will also get Obducite as you're going through. The disadvantage is you actually have to find those Horadric chests, and depending on the dungeon design, you might actually have a hard time seeing them. That's one of those chests, and it has 15 Forgotten Souls in it. And all of these chests have the chance to spawn 15 Forgotten Souls. It might be that they also don't have them in it. And you will have to look into every single nook and cranny of the map. So I'll be having to really go around every bend into every corner to get those chests. And sometimes there are a lot in, and sometimes there are only a few in. I mean, that was already 30 Forgotten Souls. That's nice. But I pretty much can get 250 in 3 minutes every 25 minutes. So instead of now toiling through the dungeon here, hoping that I get enough chests that get me enough Forgotten Souls, it might be better to spend the time to farm actual Obducite instead of trying to get even more Forgotten Souls inside a material delve. What I recommend here is doing your Legion event every 25 minutes. And while you're waiting for the next Legion event, we're now going to figure out where does most Obducite drop. First, an easy option is to go into the Undercity and do a Tribute of Refinement. For this, you should have a fast moving character, and then in 2 to 3 minutes, you can get 2000 Obducite. But if you're out of Tributes of Refinement, you can't do it. The good thing is, these tributes are shared between you and your friends. So if you have 10 and your friends have 10, you could just bang through 20 really quick. But you need to have friends for that, or ask in the party finder for people. An alternative to that would be your Infernal Compasses. You can do 6, 8, or 10 wave hordes. And a 10 wave horde takes 13 minutes. You can get 600 ether, you can get over 1000 ether. You can't make it faster though. A 10 wave is always 13 minutes, an 8 wave is around 10 minutes, and a 6 wave is 7 to 8. Depending on your ether in a 10 wave horde, 3,500 Obducite, 4,000 Obducite. But 13 minutes spent in there. My recommendation is to focus on the 8 wave Infernal hordes. If it's a good horde, you get tons of ether anyways, and good Obducite. If it's a bad horde, you still get good Obducite, but you at least didn't spend the 13 minutes in there. There is a better method though, and that would be doing strong rooms. Now I can open the Older's Cave and jump into that nightmare dungeon and finish it in everything from 2 to 5 minutes for 2,500 Obducite. The problem with nightmare dungeons is the strong room could be in the beginning, middle, in the end. It's somewhere in the dungeon. So instead of wasting our time going through the dungeon, there is a bug. I opened now the Older Cave with a strong room. Now I will teleport to Grigor the Galvanic Saint. Because, for some obscure reason, there might be a strong room opening up in his lair. You enter, and if you see the purple flames, there's a strong room. Now I don't see the purple flame going off me, no strong room, so let's go to the Hanged Man's Hall. What you're doing is, you're teleporting from boss lair to boss lair to boss lair to see which one does have a strong room and instantly do it. This one doesn't have one either. But Urivar now has a strong room. What is important for this is to actually remember where you started. So I'll do this strong room right now. Was really quick. I mean, the teleporting around was like 20 seconds. The strong room again itself is right here. So not in the second, third, fourth, fifth, 28th part of the dungeon. Nope, I got this strong room. And then after I'm done with Urivar, I teleport to the next boss. So I have Varshan left. You can go here to Lord Zur. You have the Harbinger of Hatred. And as you're then done with a full rotation, as you checked every single boss room, you start at the beginning again. So we're going to begin again at Gregoire the Galvanic Saint. You don't have to open up your map and press the reset dungeon button or anything. No, they will automatically reset and repopulate with new strong rooms. And as you finish a strong room, you get another something. That would be a Nightmare Dungeon Escalation key. Is this now worth it to do over just spamming the strong rooms and the Lair Boss keys? And that's only in two cases. You can get Horadric's Strong Room Affix, and that will guarantee that the Escalation also has strong rooms, and therefore pushing through it is Obducite, finishing the strong rooms is Obducite, and you might get some material delve and stuff in between as well. And you can get something that's called Obducite Mine, where monsters drop additional Obducite in this place. Usually monsters drop, 15 to 30 Obducite? This can be 45 to 60 per monster dropped. It's quite nice, and it's the whole actual Nightmare Dungeon, all of them. That's kind of cool. That being said, though, like really teleporting from boss lair to boss lair to boss lair seems to be the most efficient method. And it's also what I'm doing if I then farm for the triple masterworks, if I really want to get it up. I mean, right now on my Sork, I was actually working on boots to get that evade cooldown triple masterwork so I can do the spam evade shebang bang. But I do need vastly more Forgotten Souls for that. I have 1,500 Forgotten Souls right now. That's nothing. I probably need 3,000 and another 100,000 Obducite. I'm only sitting at 15,000. So what I do is I wait 25 minutes to actually check a Legion event. And if I'm not sure how long it is, I go again on helltides.com, press the Helltide button, and now I know I'll have to wait 16 minutes and 47 seconds. And in these 16 minutes and 47 seconds, I'll teleport from boss lair to boss lair. I'll do some whispers in between, obviously, and just try to get as many strong rooms as possible to really fill up my Obducite. But then when the Legion event comes, I get my 250 Forgotten Souls, but I actually have the Obducite to use the Forgotten Souls, because having one without the other is quite useless. What about you now, ladies and gentlemen? What's your favorite method? How does your farming stack kind of look like? Also, if you're looking for the best druid in existence, no problem. I got you covered. Pulverize away and destroy it all. Fully maxed out, pit 100 cleared, and can even go further.